Hello guys, welcome to Sid Astrology Studio, and today we will be discussing about D-9 chart, which is also known as Navamsa chart. Now this is one of the most important charts in astrology, and it is as important as your lagna kundli. And after the lagna kundli, this is the chart which we should analyze. Now D-9 chart basically is Navamsa, and it represents the marriage and spouse. For females it represents the husband, and for males this chart represents the spouse, the wife. So let's discuss what D-9 chart is all about and how should we analyze it. Now to analyze the D-9 chart, first of all we have to look at the position of the lagna, the ascendant of D1 chart in D9 chart. How it is placed. Is it placed in a benefic situation or a malefic situation? Then we have to see the position of the lagna of D9 chart, means the ascendant lord of D9 chart and the ascendant house, the first house of D9 chart. We have to look at the position, how it is placed, whether it is placed in a positive situation in D9 chart or in a negative situation. Then after analyzing these two, it tells you, what does it tell? It tells you that whether there is a promise of marriage in a horoscope or not. If there is a promise, then further we will discuss that what kind of married life a person will have. So this represents the promise of marriage. Now we will discuss what kind of married life, what kind of spouse or what kind of husband a person will get. So first of all we have to look at the we have to look at the position of the every house in D9, first house, second house, third house, every house, because each house represents different kind of traits in the married life. Each house is different in D9 chart, which represents some or the other thing. So first of all you have to look at the first house of D9 chart. Now first house represents the promise of marriage, the marriage. You see the lord placement of the first house of D9 chart. That will tell you the promise of marriage, whether the person will get married or not. Second house of D9 chart represents the wealth after marriage. How much a husband and wife will going to earn after marriage, that is represented by the second house of D9 chart. You have to analyze it. Third house represents the hard work done to sustain the marriage. The efforts to sustain the marriage is represented by the third house, third lord of the D9 chart. Fourth house represents the happiness in marriage. So the happiness is seen from the fourth house of D9 chart, which is very important. If the fourth lord or the fourth house is afflicted by malefics, then you can say that there is no happy married life. If fourth house and fourth lord are sitting in a benefic situation, then of course there will be a possibility of having a happy married life. Then you have to analyze the fifth house of D9 chart, which normally represents the kind of efforts which you will be having to to kind of sustain your married life in such a way that there is positive environment in your married life. You have to judge the position of fifth house and fifth lord. Then you have to judge the sixth house and sixth lord position. It tells you about the problems that are going to be there after you get married. Then seventh house represents your partner, life partner, the nature of your life partner. If your seventh house and seventh lord are afflicted, then there may be a possibility that your married partner is not of good nature, or it basically it is something which will tell you the nature of the other partner. Eighth house represents the secret relationships in married life. Also it represents the sudden accidents and sudden mishappenings in married life. The ninth house of D9 chart represents the trust in married life, and the 10th house of D9 chart represents the actions during the married life. What kind of karma you are going to do after you get married, whether they will be in a positive way or in a negative way out. Then after that you have to judge the 11th house of D9 chart, which represents gain of materialistic things, gains of the demands of your spouse, demands of husband, whether your wife will be satisfied or not, your husband will be satisfied from you or not. Their demands, their gains after married life is seen from 11th house. The 12th house represents the losses in married life. It also shows the end of married life, when the married life will going to end. So every house is important in D9 chart. You have to judge their positions, their lot positions, and lagna is very important. If lagna is afflicted, if 7th lord is afflicted, then there may be a possibility that a person could not get married. If they are in a benefic situation, then of course the person will get married, and then you can judge the further houses. You also have to look the position of planets. Saturn in 7th house delays marriage. If it is in D1 chart or D9 chart, it will definitely delay your marriage. The position of Rahu and Ketu are very important. You have to see the position of Rahu and Ketu in D9 chart. If Ketu is sitting in D9 chart in 7th house and your 7th lord is also afflicted, then there is a possibility that you may not marry it. Rahu in 1st house of D9 chart represents the ups and downs in married life, and malefics in 1st house, malefics in 7th house represents the ups and downs in your married life. Also you have to see the position of moon, because moon represents the mental adaptability of both the partners. Then you also have to judge the 64th Navamsa. Now 4th from the moon in your D9 chart is 64th Navamsa, which is considered as bad. If you are going through the dasha, antardasha, pratyantardasha, I mean to say Mahadasha, Antardasha or Pratyantardasha of 64th Navamsa, then you may suffer some problems. If the positions if you are going through the dasha of Trigbhav lords, the 6th house, 8th house and 12th house lords of your D9 chart, then you may have some problems during the certain time period of your life after you get married. So you have to judge every aspect of D9 chart. After that you also have to judge the position of Venus, because Venus represents wife. In a male horoscope, Venus represents spouse. So you have to see the position of Venus in D9 chart. For females, you have to look at the position of Jupiter in D9 chart, because Jupiter represents husband. So you have to judge their positions. You have to see the 7th lord position. For complexion of, if you wanted to know what kind of complexion your husband or wife will be having, then you have to judge the position of Venus in male's horoscope and the position of Jupiter in female's horoscope. So these are the things which you have to analyze. Then after this you have to see that what kind of dasha you are going through, what kind of placement of your D9 chart lord, lagna lord and 7th lord is in. Then you have to see the nakshatra, in what nakshatra they are sitting. If 7th house is afflicted and its lord is sitting in a bad nakshatra, in a nakshatra of say like Rahu, Ketu, which are badly placed, then there may be problems in life, or there may be delay in getting your life partner. So these are the things which you have to interpret. You also need to know about the things which are there for matchmaking. Now for matchmaking, just look at one thing, which is the 7th lord of your D9 chart if you are a male, then you see the position of your 7th lord in D9 chart of the other partner, of your female partner. You see where your 7th lord is placed in your partner's horoscope. Then do the same thing. Your the female part, you see where the position of your D9 lord is, D9 7th lord is, and then you check that particular thing in your horoscope. So if everything is positive, then of course you will be having a happy married life, and there will be no delay in marriage. The marriage life will be good. For late marriages, look at the position of 7th lord, 7th house afflicted by malefics, then you will be having late marriage. For early marriage, same thing, 7th lord, 7th house position aspected by benefics, then there will be early marriage. And for divorce, you have to look at the position of 7th house, 7th lord, 1st house, 1st lord. Even 2nd house is also considered as the 2nd house of marriage, and 11th house is also considered as 3rd house of marriage. So you have to see every aspect of marriage for judging marriage in a horoscope in D1 and D9 chart. So D9 chart is very important. I have uploaded some more videos on astrology. You can view my videos on my YouTube channel, and in future I will be uploading more videos on different topics of astrology. I hope you have liked my video. Thank you guys for watching my video. Subscribe my channel and watch my more videos on YouTube. Thank you.